Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm a hardcore Total Drama fan. That's one of my favorite cartoons. This video is going to be about some of the darker topics covered in Total Drama. Now, it's a kids show, but not everything on there is meant for kids. And not everything on there definitely is not lighthearted. So these are things that are going to be talking about real world issues, real struggles people have to face, or just stuff that you wouldn't really expect to see in a kid's show. Let's get on with it. Also, my outfit really doesn't have anything to do with the video. The only thing is that it is Total Drama, and this is actually Harold's outfit from Total Drama, so I just thought, because the theme of the video is Total Drama, why not wear my costume? I actually wore this Halloween costume, except when I had red hair, so I completely looked like Harold. So, first one I'll be covering basically is the topic of bullying. Now, there is a lot of bullying in this show, and it also shows like how it's harmful, but there are some things in this show that have to do with bullying. There are several different examples. For example, Heather and a bunch of other people. For part of the season, she bullied Beth. What was the other girl's name? The blonde one. Another thing also in Total Drama Island was with Harold and Duncan. I think this was in All Stars or something. There was some bullying going on between Cameron and Joe. Well, okay, to be fair, Joe was a bully to everybody, but there are various incidents of bullying that happen throughout Total Drama, and not all of them are with, one or two specific characters. It just sort of happens at different times. It really shows the reality of teenagers. Besides, all of these characters are supposed to be, 16 years old. So, I'll just insert some of the clips of some of the bullying.
Gross, it works! Dude peed his pants! You better have a really good reason for sticking this up my nose.
This is all your fault, you know. You and your snoring face.
Back of the court, princess.
You want the water, Britt?
Hey! Smooth move, Dorkahontas.
Oh, bummer! I better go change, dude.
Okay, who took all my shorts? That's more like it.
Nice jammies.
This is all I've got left. Sweet! I'm seriously starving. This tastes like sweat and lotion. It's probably the worst sandwich ever. Gross!
Good morning, Harold.
So, learned your lesson yet?
Yes! Okay! Yes!
Oh, we're gonna need more than that, man. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
People, you look nerdier than before. I know it sounds impossible, but here you are doing it, so...
Heather.
We should send in our most expendable player.
No one's expendable.
Do you want to play nice, or do you want to win? Just find the stuff and build it, pencil neck. Get your own nerd, musclehead.
Dinner. Whatever. Got it at the Air Force garage sale.
And my $1 million!
Go!
I deserve to win this. You traitor! You backstabber! Ah! I learned from the best. You know, you're right. Good technique, kid.
One of the first contestants, basically, who was yeeted off, was Ezekiel. Ezekiel was homeschooled. He grew up in, the country, sort of like a redneck. Old-fashioned, as you can tell. Now, some of the topics that were shown with Ezekiel was, sort of misogyny, basically making comments about how like men are smarter and better than women or something. I'll play the clip for you here, but yeah.
Don't get why we lost, eh? They're the ones that have 6 girls.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, homeschool. Enlighten us.
Well, guys are much stronger and better at sports than girls are. Oh, snap! He did not just say that! My dad told me to look out for the girls here, eh? And help them in case they can't keep up.
Still think we need your help keeping up?
Not really. Okay, guys, let's give him a break. I mean, at least he doesn't think that guys are smarter than girls.
But they are.
Dude, you've got a lot to learn about the real world.
Another topic that I found pretty dark and total drama was how Chris treats the interns. Like, is no one gonna talk about that? Chris starves the interns, is really cruel to them. Like, that's just, we ain't for that, Chris.
Behold, my sad, skinny interns.
Oh.
I totally forgot to feed them this week. I know, funny, right? So, today's challenge is a race to make a delicious sundae and serve it up to good old what's his name and who's it's over here.
Ew. Meh. What? It's for Chris's interns, and he never feeds them anyway, as if they're going to be picky. They should thank me. Eat it, interns!
Surprise! Change of plans. You have to eat your own sundaes. Oh, cool.
Yes!
First to finish wins immunity. Everyone else.
He also seems pretty sadistic and torturing kids. Now, Chris, I never really liked him. I never really, he was just, eh. He's also very manipulative. It was towards one of the later seasons where, it was just Lightning and Cameron who were gonna be competing for like who would win, and so there was this part where they got to call their parents, and Lightning actually called his dad, and his dad sort of seemed to not even notice or care that he was even there, just having these high expectations like his son has to be an athlete, like very successful in order to like succeed. So you can sort of tell how that's been affecting like Lightning's confidence and self-esteem, which is why he sort of acts like a dick. Like, that's just sad, honestly, that like they even tackle some family issues as well with that. Sort of like dissociative identity disorder or like multiple personalities is like addressed as well by one of the characters, Mike, who has different names for like some of his different personalities. He just sort of struggles with the disorder throughout the show, throughout that season, and eventually in the end he has this one persona named Mal, who basically is just evil, and in the end he has to sort of come up with a way to sort of deal with it, almost try to put an end to it all, because apparently the thing was that he had went to juvie as Mal.
Hey, we need to talk. It's about Mike.
What about him? Wait, are you trying to form an alliance with me while he's in exile?
What? No! Look, I knew the guy from somewhere, but couldn't place it until I heard him whistle.
I am so not following you.
When I was in juvie, so was Mike.
Oh, you're serious? Mike was in juvie?
Yeah, only back then his name was Mal, and I think he liked being locked up. He caused trouble just for the fun of it.
So why hasn't Mike recognized you?
Probably because I steered way clear of him, but think about it. Guy with multiple personality disorder breaks Cam's glasses. He probably broke my knife too, and Sam's game guy, and Sierra's smartphone.
Which is so out of character for Mike.
But it's totally in character for Mal.
But then he sort of got treated, and then being on the show actually brought out, like, the DID all over again for him. So, yeah.
Hey, Chef.
Hello? Somebody answer me! You!
At your disservice.
But I got rid of you after Juvie.
Silly Mike. I was just laying low, conserving my energy, waiting for my moment. And it worked. Now I'm in charge.
Those are innocent people you're messing with. You have to stop.
Stop. Oh, no. I'm just getting started.
No, wait.
Another weird thing that I've noticed in Total Drama is that it's not scientifically correct. Now, okay, whatever. It's a kid's cartoon, so what? But when it's not scientifically correct, I'm talking about in the fact that there are a lot of characters who should have died. So, like, pretty much all the characters would have been dead. And I think the only reason they decided to make it not correct was so that it won't be too morbid. I mean, okay, the radioactive waste.
Oh yeah, watch your step. Biohazardous sinkhole. They put the mutant in Mutant Forest of Terror.
Oh, thanks, teammate.
They're also where Chef gets his toxic marshmallows of loserdom. One of you gets to eat that later.
They would all be dead. Eventually, it's like, dude, you're in a fucking radioactive island surrounded by radioactivity and like fucking no protection. You really think you gonna survive that shit? Now, the whole thing with deadly concepts being as like a game or part of the island is the thing that's really dark about this, because like radioactive obstacle course, like obviously radioactive poisoning is fucking scary. I mean, think of the fucking atomic nuclear war shit, like girl. But anyway, that was my video on sort of the dark or like real world or like issues that Total Drama actually talks about. So if y'all enjoyed this video, give it a like, and also check out my compilation of Harold being relatable. I mean, it's only really, well, I don't know about anyone else, but it's what I find relatable, so you might want to check that shit out. See y'all later.